The thing about it is that we take in annually $2.6 trillion in revenue.
And now we've got Congressman Dennis Ross, Republican of Florida, who we actually booked via Twitter. We had a good Twitter exchange earlier in the week. And
yes.
I want to ask you straight off, Secretary Geithner, everyone's saying August 2nd is a big deal. It's a real deadline. You disagree. Tell us why.
Well, I think May was the first deadline, wasn't it? And then it was August 2nd. Now it's July 22nd. Look, the thing about it is that we take in annually $2.6 trillion in revenues, tax dollars. Our mandatory spending is $2.4 trillion. We can service our debt. We can meet our needs. We may not be able to meet our wants, but that's what we have to work on as a Congress, is to eliminate those wants that have gotten us into the situation we're in today. So, no, I don't think that the August 2nd date is a drop-dead date. Unless the president wants it to be.
Well, okay, but let's go to the broader argument too, which is that fundamentally the two sides really need to put something together that's big and definitive, that the markets and the rest of the business community are going to see as being substantive to get rid of some of this uncertainty in the business, or I'm sorry, in the economic climate. Do you agree that that needs to happen in order for the economy to start hiring again?
No question about it. We are the flagship of the world economy. We need to act like it. We need to deal from a position of strength. Look, who's going to invest in us in the long term if we can't do anything but keep raising our debt ceiling because we can't meet our debts? We've got to use this opportunity to do some bold initiatives to curtail our spending, to make sure that we incentivize private sector job growth, that we bring our economy back. This is a watershed moment. If there's a drop-dead date, I think it's artificially imposed, but it's a great opportunity for us to do that which is necessary in order to bring our spending under control, without a doubt.
Tell us what would happen past August 2nd. That's when the Treasury says they can't pay any more bills. Would the president be making cuts on his own? Is that an ideal situation for anyone?
Well, it would at least go to where the accountability needs to be then, because the president can direct the payment of these obligations. Look, we have the cash flow to meet our obligations. Even if all we did was pay the interest on our debt and not the principal, at least we would protect the investment of our investors, those who have bought our bonds and our debt, and allow us still the opportunity to get back into financial shape. And then in the long run, we could make it up and make sure that we meet our obligations. This is a long-term scenario here. We have to have a vision that just doesn't say, well, we got to make sure the markets next week agree with us. We got to look long-term here. And those cuts can't be over 10 years. They've got to be real, and they've got to be now.
So, okay, just in the last minute that we have left, though, if indeed we go past August 2nd, but we can still pay off, as you said, we can still pay off just the interest on our loans. What happens, though, if the international and our own markets start to react negatively? Don't you think then Congress is going to want to do something about this? Are you willing to actually mess with the markets, I guess is what I'm asking, in order to make this point?
If we do not make this point, we're going to do more harm in the long term to these markets, because we're giving them an opportunity to believe something that isn't true, and that's that we've gotten our house in order. Believe me, the short-term pain of getting our house in order will lead to the long-term benefit of the world economy. No question in my mind, we need to act like we're dealing from a position of strength.
All right, Congressman Dennis Ross, Republican from Florida. We appreciate you being here. We'll keep up with you on Twitter. It's at Rep Dennis Ross. It's fun to have these conversations. Continue them online as it goes.
I know, that's great.
All right, Twitter.com/Rick Klein, Twitter.com/Amy Walter. We're going to continue this into next week. You hashtag TopLine. You tell us how smart you are, and we're going to show you right here on television how smart you can be.